Good evening, everybody. Welcome to BarrelUp Podcast with your host, John Carlos, and my boy, Darryl the Guru. And we got Ron Bucket in the building today for a very special episode pertaining to baseball and the latest news. Major League Baseball is in the hot zone, hot stove right now. But before we do that, I want you guys to subscribe to this YouTube channel, like this video, and comment below on what topics you think I should cover for a future episode.
Yeah, man, we want to hear your opinion, you know. This is Ripper Magoo here speaking.
Exactly. And today, we're going to talk about what's been going on in the Major League Baseball world. It's been a while since we have heard about cheating scandals and players not playing the game with integrity. But this time around, it's not just players not playing the game the right way. We have upper management and managers involved in what has been undoubtedly or arguably one of the biggest cheating scandals in the history of Major League Baseball.
Sports.
Or sports. Not even Major League Baseball. But for Major League Baseball's sake, this one is big. And what are we talking about here? We're talking about the Houston Astros. Yes, Houston, we got a problem. We got a big problem this time. So, you guys remember in 2017 when the Houston Astros beat the Dodgers and became champions for the first time in franchise history. At the time, everybody was happy for the team, you know, underdogs, doing great. Nobody suspected that the team was involved in what's the biggest scandal in sports right now. So allegedly, since then until this past year, 2019, the team has been caught in what's called the biggest scandal again. Anything from wiretapping to get the signs, Jose Altuve, and video room scandals with the video room replay guy. Everything has gone down the road, and now you have Alex Cora, the manager for the Red Sox, who has been let go by the Red Sox, and we have the new, which was the new manager for the Mets, Carlos Beltran. He's gone as well. He and the team mutually agreed to part ways. So let's dive into this, guys. What do you guys think about this scandal? Tell me your thoughts before we get into the facts. What was your first opinion, man?
Well, there was always rumbles throughout the season that there's been accusations, people saying that Astros cheated. You know, they downplay, they say, no, listen, we're really good at what we do, which is scouting and, you know, getting ahead of the competition. So, I mean, everything's coming to light now.
Would you ever think that, we all know that there's players that cheat, but would you ever think that a team would be capable of scheming something so devious to win?
At this point, at this level of what they did, I could never imagine that, but I do know that there's teams out there who find kind of like that edge to win games, whether it's sign stealing itself the natural way, which is a man on second base and decoding the signs naturally.
Right.
Or, you know, kind of like going into the video room and looking at tapes and just tapes of signs and kind of build a...
I've seen it happen in other sports. Ron, we all know the Patriots with Deflategate. Don't tell me no.
No.
You know.
Actually, I love that this topic came up because everybody been trashing my Patriots. I know who y'all is.
You're true. That's another sport, but it's cheating.
That's all right. Yeah, it's all right. And, you know, and now it's my turn. And now the light is out of the Patriots. Now we can bring up the Astros.
That's
You know what
right.
I'm saying? It's kind of funny. It's funny to me, the whole situation, you know. There's rumors out there that the commissioner knew.
Whoop.
He sent people out there
Shots fired.
to Houston and was like, hey, watch out for banging noses.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they didn't do it every game because they, you know, that would have been hot. But I think also there were a couple of them that were heavy in it. The thing that I remember from that World Series, these guys are cocky. They were cocky ass hitters. They were like, oh, we just reinvented the wheel on pitchers tipping their pitches.
That's bull crap.
And now here you are. This comes out, and that makes sense. You have little scenes here and there. Oh, it's curveball. He's throwing a curveball. Like when somebody hit a home run, they came in. I told you it was a curveball.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What's funny, guys, is that my brother and I, by the way, this is my brother. It's my other brother too. Anyway, we were watching the game. Let me take you back to Game 7. Game 7 of the American League Championship Series. Yankees versus Houston Astros. Sorry, Game 6. I'm sorry, Game 6. This is how appalled I am about this news. Aroldis Chapman is about to save the game, right? And then all of a sudden, you know, everybody's just watching. You see Altuve there getting ready. Bang! And everybody just looks up. And Ron is laughing like.
And then comes Joe Buck. Altuve!
Ron is laughing. He sends me a picture the next day.
Yeah,
everybody's clowning Aroldis Chapman with the bozo nose, bozo this, bozo that. But Ron had always told me, yo, I cannot get away from his reaction.
Over that reaction.
That reaction.
You knew what was coming. You got me.
You
knew what was coming.
And I told Ron, yo, Ron, you gotta understand. At the time, innocently, you have to understand these are major league hitters. One mistake by a pitcher, they're gonna be all up on it.
But if you look at his face, I wish we can put it up right now.
And
I'll show you right here on the right. If you look at, your left. Yeah. If you look at his face and you see pull up things on Twitter, it'll say, people will say, now I understand why Aroldis Chapman had this face, that expression, because it looked like, and I put a challenge for a meme up there, whoever came up with the best caption. One of mine was like, oh, after a few years, we've been on the road for 15 years and he finally gets caught. He gives you that, oh, damn,
you got me.
With that smirk, you got me. And now everybody understands, like, there's so many pieces. The fact that scene when he was coming to the plate, Altuve didn't want his jersey ripped.
We're gonna talk about that.
You don't, in the heat of the moment, you know, you hit a big ass home run. And that goes to show me that maybe not a lot of them knew. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna challenge that right now.
Because remember, only a couple of them had the buzzer, quote unquote, from the niece.
Right.
From Beltran's niece, quote unquote, that she says she has pictures, but she's gonna save it for a rainy day.
Oh, it's been raining. It's been raining. It's been pouring.
So you have that, and this is all the same game. You have the best pitcher, one of the best closers, Gas, Heat, and Chapman.
That's what I was gonna say right now. You're a major league hitter. My argument at the time was, you know, a pitcher makes a mistake, you're gonna pay for it. But then again, it's not no just regular pitcher. It's a guy throwing 99 average, 101 average. We got Altuve, 5'5". And this guy throwing blow. That's lead. Cheese. Bang! Like, what? Gone.
Now, this is all the same game, and there's three evidence. I got three things for you.
Go ahead.
You got him batting against Altuve.
Altuve batting against Chapman.
Yeah. And if you know that his off speed is coming up, if you know that for a fact, if somebody buzzed that to you, you know that for a fact, you can sit back and relax.
Of course.
Because it's either you're getting that heat or you're getting the soft stuff.
Yeah.
But if you know that the soft stuff is coming, if you get that buzz like, yo, two for soft, you can sit back now. You know what I'm saying? And he hit that to like center, left side.
Yeah. It was a bomb. It hit the brick.
It hit the brick. Altuve! And then all the emotion. I feel bad for the Yankees, man. You know, even though I'm not a Yankee fan, I feel bad. Let me finish. Number two, don't rip my jersey. Don't rip my jersey. Who the hell says that? My friend, shout out to Wikipedia.
Rick James. My son Rick James.
That's right. My son Rick. Anywho, Rick was like, oh, he probably wanted to save the jersey.
Save the jersey.
Bro. Come on. Oh, and then his excuse, they said the characteristics of a liar. They make you repeat the question when Rosenthal asked him, you told your teammates not to rip off your shirt. Why is that? What's that?
Say that again?
And he heard everything else before that.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is that they give you two excuses. They pause. That's the second one, and then they give you two excuses. Oh, I'm shy. Oh no, my
wife doesn't like that.
Yeah, I got caught once and my wife didn't like it. You know what I'm saying?
To add to what Ron's saying.
Let me finish with the other two.
Let him finish. This is hot.
I'm hot right now.
BarrelUp, by the way. Look at the hat. Look at the shirt. Look at the jersey. Oh, sorry. Look at the sweater. contact me for your apparel.
Right. So that's 2. No, that's 3 with the ripping of the thing, and actually you see like some kind of piece of tape here. You saw that? You saw that picture?
That was horrible. Keep going.
Yeah, and then that's 3. And then number 4, this dude hit a big ass home run in that situation. He eliminated the Yankees.
And you're chilling?
No, you're not chilling. You run to the dugout. Everybody else has their championship shirt on top of the jersey. You run to the dugout to get changed. To take off your jersey and put on the shirt. Who does that? Everybody else has their cap on with their shirt on top of their jersey.
And the goggles to everything.
The goggles, everything. Why would you want to go to the dugout right away after a big home run like that to come out with a shirt and for an interview?
That made it more hot.
That's sketchy for me, man. No, I mean, somebody has not explained to me why he did that. I need somebody.
And they won't.
I need somebody to explain to me why he did that. It makes no sense. There's too many little things that add up that is not looking good for Altuve. But guess what? It's not in the best interest of Major League to investigate that.
We're gonna talk about that. Darryl, thoughts?
I mean,
that game.
I've been in situations where players hit walk-offs. I've been in games where players hit walk-offs, and the celebration's insane. But to leave the whole celebration, go inside the dugout for 5 minutes, I've never seen that.
Never, nobody.
My thing is this, okay? You have a stadium that is packed to capacity, minimum 50,000 people.
And you're at home.
You're at home, number 2, okay? In the prior innings before that, you have LeMahieu put in the game tilted towards the Yankee side with the home run. Everybody put their hands on like, oh crap. Everybody knows I'm not a Yankee fan, but I'm a baseball fan. I'll give it up to them. The Yankees had a squad. Freaking squad. Right? And this is how I know. Listen to me, everybody. This is how I know that the whole team was on it. It was on it, in it, all around it, smothered-ish and shit. I'll tell you, of course, I'll tell you how. You guys brought up great points, but watch this. Altuve hits that home run to send the Yankees home. He rounds first, he rounds second, he's rounding third. No, don't.
La camisa no.
You mean to tell me with the stadium as packed as it was, the sound of the stadium, everybody, cheering here. Your teammates are gonna hear you say La camisa no, the shirt no. 9 out of 10 times you're gonna get your shirt ripped off, you're gonna get bounced around. It's a celebration, and at that you just eliminated the Yankees. Okay? And they did just that. They didn't touch the shirt. They gave him time to go into the dugout, change, and then he acted accordingly with the question.
You know why I think that he said La camisa no? Because I don't think everybody knew about the wires. I think it was only him and Bregman with the wires.
Let me tell you something.
Not all of them had wires.
And this is how I know that they knew about the wires. Because before this, in 2017, MLB commissioner had warned the team about sign stealing. Okay, they gave him a warning. So
at the time, using electronics.
At the time, the team knew what was going on, right? They were warned. Now they find a different way to go about it. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Again, once a cheater, always a cheater. Jose Altuve, I love you as a player, I respect you, but you have lost half of my respect as a fan, as a broadcaster, as a coach. You understand what I'm saying?
As a fan of the game.
As a fan of the game, I had you up here, man. You're like this, tall. I had you up here. Now I got you like this, lopsided. Bregman, you're another one. And I'm sorry, my man. Cocky, not only that, I had you up here. Because of your statue, doing what you were doing. That's my dog. Now, you ain't crap, bro.
I was arguing for the dude for MVP.
Yes.
Mike Trout won MVP over him. I said Mike Trout played less games, Alex Bregman carried that team when Correa was out, Tuber was out, when Springer was out. And he was going insane in September. And I was arguing about that. He should be MVP.
We did an episode, you guys can scroll down or up, episode 9 or 8, where myself and Darryl, we broke down our MVP choices, and Darryl was right. Darryl was choosing Alex Bregman. It's so sad. It takes a lot away from the game. in recent years, MLB viewers have been going down. You're gonna freaking make it go even more down? What's going on? Let's have some thought about what we do, what we don't do. Let's keep this game as America's pastime, and let's do it with integrity. Now let's talk about the sanctions that were given to the team and to those who form part of this scandal. And I'm gonna go deep inside this because there was one move that I did not like. Here we go. So, when this whole scandal broke out,
When the commissioner gave his report.
correct, you know, the Astros owner was wasted no time, was quick to suspend.
No, Major League suspended them.
Sorry,
Major League
suspended the manager and the general manager, but the Astros owner said, forget about it, get the hell out of here. If you guys go back to the interview where the Astros manager was being interviewed, and they asked him about the whole whistling and the banging and la. He didn't even know what to say. He was taking it as a joke, like, come on, it's a stadium, you know, like you're gonna hear all that. But it was clear and loud and clear as the sunshine that there was something abnormal going with those bangs, 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 and every pitch, at home or something, bang, this, tipping pitches. Come on, a pitcher can only tip so much. Don't give me that freaking excuse, dog. You understand what I'm saying? You should be banned from the game forever because people like you should not be even like managing for baseball, bro.
Here's another thing too about the tipping the pitches. We've been around the game. We played the game. You know when a pitcher pitches tips his pitches, they change the sequences of the pitches.
Of course.
So the fact that brings me back to the Tampa series with Tyler Glass now. When he was on the mound.
Yes.
Switching signs, switching the signals.
Yeah.
And it was still on it.
Still on.
So that's another thing too, that you know a pitcher can change the sequences and they'll still know what's coming.
Another piece of evidence to add on to my collection.
Go ahead.
The disparity in the average of Jose Altuve and Bregman at home versus on the road. At home, you have those cameras, the replay situated in a certain area. You can't do that in an away stadium.
Can.
Those numbers are astronomically different.
And those numbers are as follows.
There was shit.
I got you. Keep going.
There was the away in the championship year 2017 away. He had like six or seven hitless games. His average was .100 and something. The home games he had
400.
He had an average of 400 and he had a hit almost every game, probably excluding one. Now, bro, come on. There's so much evidence piling up, but like I said, MLB's not gonna touch the topic because it opens up a can of worms. But
Watch this can of worms.
I would tell you this.
Go ahead.
It opens up a can of worms, but I will tell you this. Almost every team that faces the Astros, you better get those ice packs ready because those fastballs are coming.
It's over.
Those fastballs are coming, and I'm not a big baseball watch guy, but I'm gonna watch Astros games now.
You are. It's just you leave that to me. But anyway, let me tell you what the actual numbers were that Ronnie was talking about. Please don't be surprised.
This is we're talking about the championship year, 2017.
2017 playoffs,
Yes.
right? The playoffs, the whole playoffs. And I don't know how they didn't go deep into the regular season. But I'll give you some facts about that later on. Altuve in the 2017 Major League Baseball playoffs batted 472 as an average at home. Away, only 143. Correa batted 371 at home. Away, only 211. McCann of all players. I love you as a player, dog. And enjoy your retirement. Anyway, McCann, he's not known for his hitting. Never was like that. He was known for his catching. He was hitting 300 at home and away, not even 100. 0.037. So this goes to show that in the biggest stage of them all, Major League Baseball, you're succeeding this way when you have players that have been doing this for years and can't even get to 400 average. there's something going on there.
Not only that, there's been players who struggled, like pitchers they faced against who have been sent down or lost their jobs, or had to get traded to another team just to, succeed. They took away opportunities from other players as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of the biggest thing too.
The whistleblower,
Mike Fires.
One of the things that got him pissed off when he was playing with the A's now, you gotta face him 19 times a year.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that got him pissed off, at home, in his house, he gave up like 1 or 2 runs. And in Houston, he gave up like 6 in like 4 2/3 innings, and the home game for him, he went like 8 or 9 innings. So he was like, "Yo, I know exactly what happened. These niggas are sign stealing illegally, and these guys are sign stealing illegally, and it cost me that game." Now, I feel bad, like he said. There's people who went down to the minors again, pitchers who had to face them at home, and they just got clobbered.
Mike Clevenger, the pitcher for the Cleveland Indians, I saw a podcast that he was part of, and he was talking as he's getting his tattoo done, like he was one of the many players that were disgusted by the news, because he's saying, "I've been there, dog. I've been in the minor leagues, busting my ass off, trying to make it to the majors, having 2 jobs in the minor leagues in the off season and stuff, trying to make it, and to come and find out that there's players trying to take advantage of our hard work like that? Nah. Clevenger, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Hard work cannot go uncalled for like that. I'm with you there, man. Now, when it comes to the evolution of cheating within baseball, I want to just compare a couple of occurrences that have happened, and let's talk about the first and foremost, steroids. Steroids, okay? The more notable players, we're not going to dive into it very, very deep, but the more notable players that we know of: Barry Bonds, Manny Ramirez, Alex Rodriguez, Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa. Sammy Sosa also used cork bats, another form of cheating. We're all sanctioned.
Andy Pettit.
Yes, those are allegations and all that. Yep. We're all sanctioned by the MLB, Major League Baseball, for their actions.
Rafael Palmeiro.
Rafael Palmeiro. Jose Canseco was another.
He put everybody on the map.
He's another Mike Fires, but he's Mike Fires' dad when it comes to saying or spilling the beans.
So let's be real about it, guys. Those were the glory years of baseball.
That's something that I'm gonna talk about right now.
Home run. Everybody wanted to see that home run competition. 60-63, McGwire, Sosa, Barry Bonds in 70.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna touch. Me and my brother argued at the time. Nobody's gonna touch 60. Let's be straight. Nobody's gonna touch 60 again.
60 home runs?
Yeah.
Clean in the season. I think so.
No. Let his opinion.
I think so.
The way the whole juice ball theory, I think. I mean, Stan got close. He what, 59?
Stanton?
Yeah, his MVP year, 2017. He had 59.
Alright, y'all can continue. No.
Yeah, so I think 70 is a stretch, but 60, 65, I think so. I mean, the projections for Stan this year, 60 home runs.
Right.
Man, screw Stanton. I love Stanton, but injuries and strikeouts.
He's not a Yankee. He can't be a Yankee. I'm sorry, but let's not fall off track, guys. This is big right here. So those players, for example, A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez, the first time he got caught with using performance-enhancing drugs, he got 80 games. He lied. He got 80 games, right? The second time he got caught, we got
Biogenesis.
the Biogenesis scam.
The steroid ring that included a lot of major league players. Even Brian Braun, who got suspended but won MVP the year he got juiced.
Yes. He got hit with 162 games. The guy was raised, and at the time, he is not what he is now. Very formal and educated. He was livid to the point that he was going after the Yankees with his own money. He was on Michael K's show talking crazy.
Filed a lawsuit against the Yankees, against the league.
He hit 59
59,
and
right?
17. Last year with the Marlins.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Initially, he got hit with 211 game suspension, so that's like a year and a half, season and a half. And then he filed a lawsuit. He sued the league, he sued the Yankees, and then he got that reduced by independent arbitrator to 162 games.
So my point is this. Let's take it back a little further. Pete Rose, right? He got caught for gambling against his own team. Result of all that, lifetime ban from the Major League Baseball game. Tainted career. The steroids players that I just mentioned, tainted careers, you know? Well, no. The cheating scandal now, slap on the wrist for all those players. But you want to come after my guy, Carlos Beltran, who was a fucking player. I'm sorry for cursing, but now I'm getting mad. Who was a player at the time when these devious scams were undergoing. He was a player for the Astros, right? If that's the case, I'm gonna say it here now. If that's the case, all the players on that team, on that 2017 team, if you were involved or not, you were all involved, don't tell me you weren't, should get sanctioned some way or another. Not a slap on the wrist like Major League Baseball is handing down to the Astros, a $5 million fine to a $1 billion corporation. Okay? That's nothing. And on top of that, you go after Cora. Maybe Cora was more involved in it. He was a coach at the time. I'm okay with that. But to go after Carlos Beltran, and I could be talking bogus right here because Major League Baseball has not revealed all of the facts pertaining to this case. You know why? Because it will taint the game even more. It will taint the game even more. And we don't, people want to say, oh, steroids. And my brother was telling me, oh no, but that's an individual infraction. Players were using steroids, not the whole team. But there was an era where steroids weren't even checked for, where everybody was juicing.
Well, that's because nobody knew what the hell steroids was at the time.
Oh, they know now. They know now.
Hold on.
Bam!
Let me intervene. First of all, Gene, the Major League Baseball did everything that they could in their power to come down with the heaviest punishment. They mentioned Beltran for a reason, because he was a former player at the time, but he has a job now. And they wanted as many people as they can without getting involved with the players' union. That's the thing, because if you get involved with the players' union, you're going to drag this thing out, appeals, and all that stuff. They wanted to hammer this thing down here. So now, you got to remember this. People are getting fired. This thing messes with people's lives now, and that's always gonna be attached to them. So, my point is that this is the biggest cheating scandal in sports history.
Yeah.
In the span of 4 days, 4 people lost their job.
Right. The general manager, Alex Cora,
AJ
Hinch,
and
Carlos Beltran.
Now what I'm trying to tell you is that they took the easiest, quickest route.
That's fine.
Hold on. To handle the heaviest punishment. If you go after players, you're going to open up this big ass can of worms that the MLB doesn't even want to touch, because you don't want to deal with the players union, and everybody cheats some way or another. This wasn't the only team doing it, but they got caught, unfortunately.
Here's the thing to let me piggyback off of that with the players union. Early on in the investigation, the league struck a deal with the players union, granting immunity, which is basically they could tell the whole story without any repercussions, any punishments. So that's another thing too with the no player suspension. They have that deal in place where they have that immunity where they testify and they give the honest truth of what happened.
What is the 6ix9ine trial where we snitch and we get a slap on the wrist?
There's a catch to that too. There's a catch to that too. This was before the wire scandal. So immunity is for the trash can banging. I would say, if you want to bring up the wire now, there was the 2 individuals that were named, and people were, saying like, hey, Altuve should get banned, his MVP should get stripped. Aaron Judge, which I respect with all my heart, he took down the picture of him and Altuve when he won the MVP.
I would take out all the pictures. I'm sorry. You lost all respect. You lost all my respect, dog. Well, 50%. You still have a chance. I'll say you have a chance to redeem yourself.
You can't.
Come on.
You can't take the championship away, because if it's like that, you know, you can throw the Patriots in there, take all their championships away. You can throw everybody has some form of cheating. You know, then you got to take the Red Sox away. And
the Yankees 09 with Tierra with the steroids, you got to take that away.
20 years from now, you can't be looking back at history and taking
so what
championships are there.
My question is this:
the risk was worth the reward.
My question is and will always be this: what's worse? Listen to the question first. What's worse? Individuals knowingly taking steroids and being sanctioned, or a whole team up to the general manager of the team knowing what's going on and getting a slap on the wrist?
Here's the thing too. A lot of
It
people
wasn't a slap on the wrist, bro. People lost jobs, and that's gonna stay with them for. You think AJ Hinch is gonna get another job?
Not now, but I think 5 years along the line.
McGuire got another job. McGuire got a job. Barry Bonds got a job.
Bro.
And they were scrutinized more, and their lives are ruined because their chances of going. Their chances of
come back and play. It's not the same.
Their chances of going to the Major League Hall of Fame, which they worked for their whole lives, is slim to none.
But I think it's a long road for them to come back. For AJ Hinch, Alex Cora. I mean, they have to start off probably at the very, very
Alex
bottom.
Cora was respected.